afternoon, Stamper. Welcome to my September Simply Score project. Today I'm going to show you how to do this amazing fold card. And I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on it. All month of September at www.frenchiestamps.com on my blog. I'm going to showcase this tool, and you can purchase it right on my blog. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And the tool, it's for the board. It's $29.95 on page 7 of the Holiday Mini. And as always, I appreciate your business. That's what keeps me making more video. So let's get going. For the card itself, you need 5.5 by 12. Well, while you score, you might as well score for 2 cards at the same time. Might as well make, if you do one, might as well make 2. It's going to just be a little bit longer, and that's it. But for the scoring, it's going to be the same time. So my piece of cardstock here, it's 12 by 11. We put the 12 on the long way here. Let's rub our wax paper. The reason why I rub wax paper, it makes my scoring tool glide a lot easier. So we're going to be scoring at 2, 4, 8, 10. And all the dimensions going to be on my blog. If you turn in on YouTube, just look in the description of my video and you will see the date that it's going to be on my blog. So again, it's 2, 4, 8, 10. So now we get our score done for 2 cards. Well, we're just going to make one. So what you would do, it's that you make 1 or 2 right now, you have to cut this at 5.5. So take your cutter, put this at 5.5, and cut this. So this is already scored for your next card. We're going to put that aside. Now we want to cut 1.5 inch. I want to see it. Yeah, 1.5 inch from your first score to the last score. What you're going to do, put this on 1.5, lift your blade, put it right there where the peak here of your cutter. I'm going to put that right on top of my first score line. I want to make sure at 1.5. Go there and bring that all the way down to your last score. And I'm going by the peak there. And then we know it's 5.5. We're going to go at 4.5 now. No. Let's turn that around to make life easier. 1.5 again. And then lift this up. Put it right there at your last score. And let's go to your first score. If you're afraid you go too far, don't go all the way to your line, and you can just snip it with your scissors if you're afraid. But you go the peak of your blade there. So now we get this. Now we're going to do our fold. So this we want the top. We're going to fold this, all this one this way. This one here, this one going to go down. This one going to go up. This one going to go down. Okay, we got this. This part going, because this one it's up, we know this one going to go down. This one it's down. This one going to go up. So you reverse it from the first one. And this going to go here. And this going to go there. Voila. Let's reinforce this. That's what you get here. Very, very simple. So the first one you just fold it down, and then the top one you push it in the back. This you keep it on top. Then you push those 2 there and this there. See what you get. Very simple. Now, I'm going to decorate it very quick, but what you want to do depends how much layers you want to put in that. You're going to, let's say you want to decorate this part, you're going to measure this. This is 2 by 5.5. So you can decrease 1/4 inch, so it would be 5.25 by 1.25. That's what I did for my DSP. and I wanted a back on it. So I went and add 1/8 of an inch. I decrease it for this 1/4 inch, but then I wanted my back, so really I would have decreased 1/8 of an inch. Whatever you decrease on one side, you decrease the same on the other side, so then it's the same proportion of your paper. So then I'm going to do this here. And then I pre-done them. So like this one, the bottom one and the top, it's the same thing. So your measurement, it's 1.5 by 4. So I just decrease 1/8 of an inch. So instead of 1.5, I did, was it 1.5? Yeah, it was 1.5. So I did 1 and 3/4, 1, 2, 3/8, 1 and 3/8. So I just decrease it 1/4 inch. So it depends how many place you want to put your some extra paper or whatever. Whatever you decrease, make sure you decrease the top and the side the same thing. So that way your card, it's, your surrounding, it's delivered the same way. This one I didn't do any of the backing, so I just decrease it 1/4 inch. So it's 2.5 by 4. So I went 2.25 by 3 3/4. So it depends on how much you want to add or little, and you can keep some space for stamping. So decorate it the way that you want. This is not working. Here we go. And here, and then I get those two little ones. And the DSP that I'm using here, it's the Paisley Petal. And then I get another one. I just pre-cut them so it would speed up the process while I was doing the video. So now you see I got some blank spot. So I got the Charming stamp set here. I'm going to add a little bit of design. I got Marina Miss. And here we go. So it's just show you can do some stamping, you can do some DSP, whatever you feel like. Look, I'm adding a little bit of butterfly here and there on my DSP. So you can decorate it any way you want, how much as you want. You can add glitter. So now you know how to make your measurement and how to make the card. And then I did the designer label punch. I stamped one in Night of Navy. I'm gonna cut this in two. I just snapped those little thing on the side to do my frame, and I'm gonna take this. This is the 4 frame, and I'm gonna put the frame around it. This. And this, and then I'm going to use a dimensional here and here, and my card, it's done. And some people ask me, where do you write on that? Well, then you can keep more blank space to write, and that would work perfectly fine. So now I got my thinking of you. Voila. So I could have kept this all plain so I can do some writing. I still can write on top of it. But this is it for today. Till next time, happy stamping!